Hello.
Hi.
How are you today?
Doing fine. How are you?
Great.
That's good.
Why don't you tell me a little bit about your week?
Tell you about my week. Okay. Well, I've been reading a lot of news about all the debacle with the rollout of Obamacare, and at the same time fighting with insurance companies and all that stuff, and so I'm just very concerned about the future of healthcare in our country. I think this Obamacare is going to ruin our healthcare system.
So you're saying after reading about new healthcare options and talking with your prior healthcare, you feel, or you are concerned?
I'm very concerned. Yeah. I don't see how we can, squeeze the toothpaste back into the tube. I think we're never going to go back to the excellent healthcare system we had in this country. With this rollout of Obamacare, it's killing everything.
You feel unhappy?
I'm very unhappy. Very unhappy. So much so that I might decide to live healthier just so I don't have to go to the doctor.
So you're saying you're going to try to take care of yourself in a more healthy way so you don't have to use your insurance.
Exactly, because who knows, I don't think I'll have any insurance. And the days of being able to pick your own doctor and go to the doctor you want, and I mean, it wasn't even 20 years ago that you can go to any doctor, your insurance paid 80% of the cost, and that was the end of it. I mean, and then all this craziness started. So, yeah.
So you're saying you don't think that you'll be able to use insurance like you used to when they would pay 80% and you could do?
Exactly. I don't see how we're ever going to go back to that. It's like it's ruined and we can't fix it.
You feel disappointed?
Oh, I'm very disappointed, but I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at all. I mean, when you have somebody like Nancy Pelosi criticizing the members of Congress who wanted to read the bill before they voted on it, saying you got to vote on it first to find out what's in it. What kind of nonsense is this?
You feel upset because healthcare isn't working like you think it should.
Healthcare isn't working. The politicians are buffoons. Yes, I'm upset.
You feel angry because you cannot do anything about it if you want to be able to use your health insurance the way you used to be able to.
Right. I mean, all I can do about it is vote for someone else, which I didn't vote for him anyway. But it's like, how can a small group of people hijack the entire system in this country, cram it down the throat of Congress and ruin everything that way? So,
Do you feel steamrolled by politicians?
yes. I think that the Democrats strong-armed this whole thing and then, try to make it look like it was the Republicans' fault because they wanted to hold out for certain things to change in the plan, causing the shutdown. But now, interestingly, a lot of Democrats are siding with the Republicans on those changes. So it's just, rather than people using their own brains and coming to their own conclusion, it's just very partisan politics. There's no leaders, there's only politicians.
Do you feel lost?
Lost, yeah. So, what else happened this week? So much for Obamacare. What else happened this week? I didn't know. was going to mention two different things. Let's see. Well,
I just wanted to talk about like redoing that.
oh yeah, I've been working on getting all the spaces in the house usable and renovated, and that's been keeping me busy. The whole house is upside down.
So you're saying you are updating your house and it's a little messy.
Yeah, yeah. You know, one project rolls into the other and the other and the other, and before you know it, every room is a mess. But it sort of makes me crazy because I can't walk into any room and have it just be peaceful and calm looking.
You feel frustrated because
I like to have a calm space, at least one calm space in the house.
you feel upset because you cannot find a clean space in your house.
Yes, this is true. So, but it's worth it for, being able to have all the spaces function to their best ability and have, for resale purposes, have the house be to date on a budget.
So you're saying you're trying to prepare your house for resale in the most frugal way possible.
Exactly. You hit the nail on the head. So, I'm trying to have each space be simple, plain, and uncluttered, because I enjoy spaces like that too, but also for resale.
You feel determined because you want your living space to be something that you enjoy and that will make resale easier.
Yes. Yes. I'm determined, and I wish my husband were determined with me, but he does certain little jobs that I can give him, and he does. So, but I think we're nearing the finish line. I mean, in terms of things we can do on a budget.
You feel accomplished because you are almost completed.
Yes.
This task is almost completed.
Yes. And it sure will be nice to, when it's really the winter time and cold weather, to just be able to sit in the house and know that everything's done and just read a book or something.
You feel optimistic because you've worked so hard and you're excited to enjoy your fruits of your labor.
Exactly. Exactly. But between here and enjoying, there's still the last bit of work to be done. So, want to help me?
You feel tired because you cannot complete the job fast enough.
I don't know if I feel tired. I'm just, I just want it to be over. It's like everywhere you look, there's, oh, well, that's done. Oh, except the edges have to be spackled. Well, that's done. Like, everything is at 98%, but there's that finish work that needs to be done, so.
You feel anxious to complete the jobs 100%.
Very anxious, yes. That was going to be what I was going to do today, get everything wrapped up. So what else is happening? Well, we're helping their elderly neighbors get ready for the winter and getting their snow blower set up and so on. They don't use the snow blower, we used it for them, but we're getting all that set up over there today in their garage.
So you're saying you've spent time with the people who live next door, who are a little bit older, preparing them for the cold weather ahead.
Yes, yes. So that'll be another good feeling to know the snow blower is ready to go and all the prep is done.
You feel accomplished.
I think my husband feels accomplished, he's the one doing it, but I'll feel good knowing it's done.
You feel happy because you completed a task.
Yes. Don't you like completing tasks too? So what else is going on this week? No, just have to get ready for Thanksgiving, have to start baking and stuff, because we're going out of state for Thanksgiving, so I have to bring some food with me.
Okay. You have to prepare for the upcoming holiday by baking.
Yes, exactly. So much for resting on the weekends.
You feel irritated because you have so much to do.
I do. I don't know about irritated, but it's just like the work never ends. But that's okay. Work can actually be recreation.
You feel okay because you can't relax and you want to.
Yeah, it's one of those, you know you have to do it, even though you would rather just wave your magic wand and that it would be done, but exactly.
Hi. What else is going on this week?
Let's see. Well, I have a lot going on with different groups that I'm part of at church, and there's one woman who, you know, she's well-intentioned, but she just gets under my skin.
So you're saying that you're a little busy with all the groups that you participate with at church, but there's one woman that irritates you.
Yeah. She's kind of controlling, and I'm more kind of roll with the punches, and she seems like she has to know everything. Like if she doesn't know everything that's going on, she feels left out or something.
You feel irritated.
I'm irritated, but I'm not showing it. I just need to be patient, learn how to be patient with people who are different than I am.
You're saying your intention is to be patient and learn to have more patience with people who are not exactly the same as you.
Yes, that is my intention, to be more patient. So, not that I think I've been impatient with her, at least I don't think I have, but inside I'm rolling my eyes.
You're saying your intentions are to be the most patient, but sometimes she makes you feel irritated.
Yes, like, let me give you an example. She, I don't know what we were talking about, but in the middle of the conversation, she said, "Oh, I heard, you know, from so-and-so that you were over this other person's house the other night." And it's like harmless, but it's like she just had to drop that piece of information that she knew where I was a couple days. Like, I don't know, like, what's that supposed to mean? Because she wasn't invited, or I don't know. It's just kind of weird little comments like that.
So you're saying, when she told you that piece of information, you weren't really sure how she intended it
Right,
to come across.
right. It may have been innocent enough, but by the same token, with my history with her, she's not really a busybody, but she just has information on, like, everybody and everything. And it's kinda like, not that anything I'm doing is a secret, but I just wanna be under that, microscope with,
Can you come back in a minute?
You just came to talk to me.
No, I'm recording. I'm sorry.
that's okay. Yeah, so, whatever I was saying, that she
She's kind of busy.
she has a lot of information on everything, because she does a lot of things, so that's natural in her position, but, I just feel like, I don't know, I don't need everything I do to be remarked upon.
You feel controlled because she has a lot of information on everyone around you.
Yeah, I guess you could say that. I'm not controlled, but just, I kind of rebel against that, like I said, nothing is a secret, nothing that she knows is a secret, it's out in the open, but it's like, I just want, I don't want everything I do to be commented on or something, just,
You feel constricted because she's a little overbearing.
not constricted, I feel like withdrawing, because I don't wanna go along with this, It's fine for her, she can do what she wants, but I don't want somebody else having every detail of everything, so just kind of gonna withdraw. However I manage doing that, I don't know, but
You feel unsupportive because you cannot avoid her and you want to be able to feel like you can live your life without her commenting.
yes, I think you hit the nail on the head. So, but speaking of this individual, we are, I read about this, I guess I got a thing in the mail from New Jersey Symphony. This is next year's the 75th anniversary of Wizard of Oz, and that was a real icon of my childhood. It's only on once a year, back in the days when we had 3 channels on TV.
So you're saying the Wizard of Oz is nostalgic for you?
It's very nostalgic. And they're going to have a thing where they're going to show the movie on the screen, and then the New Jersey Symphony is going to play the music, like, while the characters are singing. I don't know how this is exactly going to work, but anyway, we're going to have 3 different couples from church are going to go to that in April of next year, so that'll be fun.
So you're saying you're excited because you get to see a show
Yeah.
that means a lot to you.
Yes, with the symphony, it is going to be exciting. So we're going to make a whole evening of it, have like dinner here, and then head out to the symphony.
You feel happy because you are going to have a good time.
Yes, it should be a really good time. So,
You feel excited because you cannot wait.
I cannot wait. Yes. They even said in the thing, in the advertisement, that you could come dressed as your favorite character, but I think it's being marketed to families, with young children as well, and so I think I'll skip wearing my Dorothy costume this time.
You were saying
That I'm gonna wear normal
that,
clothes.
that you're going to wear day clothes instead of a costume.
That's correct. Yeah. So that should be interesting. And
Why don't you tell me some more about the couples you'll be going with?
well, one of them is the couple that I mentioned already, or the woman of the couple. The other is excuse me, I don't know them super well. They both work in, they're kind of like plant supervisor kind of people at some factory over in Edison or somewhere. Actually, they've both lost their jobs in recent years, but got new jobs relatively quickly, and so it should be, I don't really know them except just to say hi to them, and a little bit more of the woman, but the gentleman of that couple just took up bicycling this past year, and he like dropped 40 pounds, and he's going in all these MS bike rides and cancer bike rides and whatever, so.
You feel shocked because he lost so much weight.
Yeah, shocked and jealous, right? Of course, nothing stopping me. I could go jump on the bike myself. So, I don't really know much about that couple.
So you're saying your knowledge of this couple is limited.
Right. When they come that night, I guess will be my opportunity to get to know them better.
Do you feel excited because you will be able to get to know them better?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
Yes. Yes. I think we don't do enough socializing of that nature like we used to do years ago. Have people over your house and stuff like that. So it will be wonderful. And between now and then, of course, there's Christmas. And that's always interesting because everybody's getting older and knowing what to get for people and what the celebration's going to be like with the family.
You
So,
feel
a little anxious.
uneasy about the upcoming holiday season because
Yeah.
you do not know what to expect.
Right. And I don't know how to steer it in the right direction.
You feel out of control.
I guess you could say that. So,
You feel uneasy because you want the holiday to go well, and you cannot control it, and you want to get the right gifts for everyone.
yes, the gifts are just beside the point. I really just want people to have a good time, spend time together as a family. But yes,
You feel responsible because you want everyone to enjoy themselves.
yes, I do. The hostess, I'm not hosting it, but I still feel, I guess, to some degree responsible.
Okay.
So, that's about it in my exciting life.
Well, thanks for sharing with me.
You're welcome.
Have a great week.
Thank you. Bye-bye.